Welcome! Ever wondered what your favorite stars looked like before they made it big? Let's dive into rare photos of celebrities before fame changed their lives forever. Michael Jackson, 1970. Pictured as a preteen, he began singing at age 5 with the Jackson 5 and quickly became the group's lead vocalist and rising star. Before Blondie fame, Debbie Harry worked as a Playboy bunny. This rare photo shows her during her pre-punk days, balancing glam with grit. The Beatles in the early days, playing clubs in Hamburg, Germany, before Beatlemania swept the world. They were just 4 lads from Liverpool with big dreams. Madonna in 1977, photographed in New York before her rise to fame. Still years from releasing Like a Virgin, she was hustling to break into the music scene. Leonardo DiCaprio with his Russian grandmother, Elena Indenburken, in the 1980s. Born in Perm, Russia, she played a key role in raising the future Hollywood star. Freddie Mercury started his first band, the Hectics, in 1959 at age 13. Though the band never recorded, it gave a glimpse of the future rock icon's passion. Keanu Reeves, 1984. Before acting, he dreamed of playing pro ice hockey. His career began with the TV show Hangin' In, before his iconic film roles. Harrison Ford, in the early 1970s, working as a carpenter before Hollywood came calling. His breakout role as Han Solo in Star Wars changed his life forever. Nirvana, 1990. Kurt Cobain and Chris Novoselic formed the band in high school. After switching drummers, they found Dave Grohl, and the rest is history. Frank Sinatra's police mugshot from 1938. He was arrested for seduction after an affair scandal. This marked one of many dramatic chapters in his life. Eminem in the 1980s, long before Slim Shady. He started rapping at 14 and released his first album in 1996, catching Dr. Dre's attention a year later. At 15, Dwayne Johnson looked more like an adult. Before becoming The Rock, he was a football player who later transitioned into wrestling and acting. Bob Marley, 1964. Around the time Rude Boy released, Marley began cementing his legacy as a reggae icon and global music legend. Steven Spielberg lounging on a sofa in 1975. By then, he had already made Jaws, cementing his status as one of the most successful directors in Hollywood. Teenage Barack Obama strikes a casual pose. Long before becoming the 44th US president, he was Barry, a student with dreams of making a difference. Elvis Presley poses in his high school Army ROTC uniform in 1955, Memphis, Tennessee. Just a year later, he would release Heartbreak Hotel and change music forever. Jennifer Aniston as a witch for Halloween in 1986. Before Friends fame, she worked as a telemarketer and waitress while pursuing acting in off-Broadway shows. Norma Jean Ducati, 1944. Before becoming Marilyn Monroe, she worked at a munitions factory. Her modeling career began when an Army officer snapped her photo. Michael Jordan in his dorm room, 1983. Long before becoming a basketball legend, he was just a college student dreaming of making it big on the court. Jim Carrey, 1980s. Carrey worked as a janitor to help his struggling family. He dropped out of school and began performing stand-up in Toronto, chasing fame. Jane Mansfield in 1949. Born Vera Jane Palmer, she eloped with Paul Mansfield before high school graduation. By the 1950s, she was on her way to becoming an icon. David Bowie in 1963, just before his music career took off. At this time, he was still going by his birth name, David Jones, and experimenting with his sound. Janet Leigh, 1945. Posing with a heart-shaped purse, she debuted in The Romance of Rosie Ridge and later starred in the thriller classic Psycho. The Police in 1977, before their rise to global fame. At the time, they were a struggling punk reggae band, hustling to make a name for themselves in London. Sean Connery joined the Royal Navy at 16. After medical discharge, he worked odd jobs before fame hit in the 1960s with his iconic James Bond role. Morgan Freeman served in the Air Force, 1955 to 59, before acting. His career took off in the 1970s with the Electric Company. Before James Dean became a Hollywood legend, he was Jimmy Dean, a star athlete at Fairmount High School, excelling in basketball, baseball, and track. Humphrey Bogart, 1919. Before his Hollywood fame, the Casablanca star served in the Navy during World War I. He made his film debut in the 1930s Up the River. Quentin Tarantino in 1983. He worked as a video store clerk for 5 years, soaking up film knowledge before becoming a celebrated director with Reservoir Dogs. A 12-year-old Cassius Clay, later Muhammad Ali, in 1954, captured before his amateur boxing debut. He'd soon start a journey to become the greatest. A teenage Angelina Jolie in 1991. Before her big screen debut, she studied drama, modeled, and appeared in stage productions and music videos. Carrie Fisher, traveling through Europe in 1971, before her iconic role as Princess Leia in Star Wars made her a household name. Julia Child, at a fishing port in southern France, 1950. Before becoming the iconic chef, she was a government spy, living a life of adventure that few knew about. Robin Williams performing as a street mime in Central Park, 1975. This rare shot shows his early comedic roots before he became a beloved Hollywood legend. Prince in 1977, Minneapolis. At 19, the future icon posed for photographer Robert Whitman. These rare shots capture him before his rise to superstardom. Raquel Welch, 1962, before becoming a Hollywood bombshell. These early photos capture the star before she lit up screens in 1 million years BC. Marvin Gaye, 25, captured during his first UK visit in 1964. His soulful voice and hits like Ain't No Mountain High Enough would soon take the world by storm. A young Snoop Dogg before fame. Growing up in Long Beach, California, Snoop started rapping in high school, recording mixtapes that would catch Dr. Dre's attention. Brad Pitt, during his days with the team Cherokee Rejects, long before becoming one of Hollywood's biggest leading men. Christian Bale, 1990. Starting with a commercial in 1982, Bale struggled with fame before rising to stardom with American Psycho as Patrick Bateman. Kanye West as a schoolboy, sporting his signature grin. Long before dominating the music and fashion world, Kanye was already showing his bold personality. Clint Eastwood in 1948, a high school senior with jobs like truck driver and logger. His big break came with Rawhide and later Leone's Man with No Name. Susan Sarandon, 17 years old in 1963. She worked as a house cleaner and switchboard operator while studying drama before her Hollywood breakout. Vin Diesel, 1985. Seen here in high school, long before his iconic Fast and Furious role, Diesel was already showing signs of his future star power. Mila Jovovich, age 12, enjoying a burger and milkshake at Johnny Rockets in Hollywood, 1987. Before fame, she was just another kid with big dreams. Tom Hanks, 1974. Inspired by the Iceman comic, he joined a theater program and worked backstage before landing his breakout role in Splash. Robin Williams, high school senior in 1969. Before making us laugh, he worked as a bartender and busboy, eventually dropping out of political science to study theater. Tommy Lee Jones in 1965, playing as an offensive guard at St. Mark's School of Texas. Football got him to Harvard, but acting gave him his Oscar-winning career. Young Joe Biden in 1968, fresh out of law school. Before becoming a political icon, he clerked at a law firm and played college football. Mark Zuckerberg at Harvard in 2002. The coding prodigy created Facebook as a college project, which grew from a student network to a global social media giant. Audrey Hepburn in 1950, a fresh-faced, aspiring actress in Europe. She would go on to become one of Hollywood's most beloved and stylish stars. Young Bill Clinton with his saxophone in 1958. The future US president showed early talent for music, which became a lifelong passion alongside politics. Katy Perry in 2001, before fame. She began singing in church, got a guitar at 13, and struggled with her debut album before her big break with I Kissed a Girl. Nicole Kidman, 16th in 1983, debuted in Bush Christmas. Today, the Oscar winner is a global star with a career spanning decades.